Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will start with the ratio and proportion. So, what is the meaning of ratio? What is the meaning of ratio? What do you know about the ratio? Ratio.
Ratio is like when one number is compared to another.
Yeah,
Sorry?
it's a comparison.
Abu Ghandar, there is one is talking.
Ratio is like when one number is compared to another number. It can be like a variable or a number.
Comparing between two quantities. How you compare between them? I can compare between 2 and 3, and I said compare between them 2 is smaller than 3. That's the type of comparison that you need?
No. So there's like two sort of dot like things.
It's by
what
division.
is the meaning? Yes, that's the point.
By division.
Comparing between two numbers by division. So the ratio is comparing between two numbers by division.
To identify whether they're relevant
The
or
two
not.
numbers. Leave the please, Muhammad, don't add anything extra. There is another point for equivalent. Comparing between two quantities have the same type and the same unit. If they are different units or different type, so it will be rate. Comparing between two quantities have the same type, it's called ratio. If they are different type or different units, so it will be rate. What is the meaning of the proportion? Proportion.
It's the ratio of two quantities.
Ratio? No.
It's
Proportion
how
is
much
mean.
x equals to y.
No. Proportion is equality of two or more ratios. For example, when I say 2, the relation between 2 over 4, or 2 to 4, and 3 to 6, and 5 to 10. They are equal or not equal?
They are equal.
They are equal because at the simplest form, all of them will be equals to 1 over 2. The ratio between the first one to the second one, the first one is half the second one. So all of them are equal. That's defined by the proportion. So the proportion is equality of two or more ratios. If two ratios are equal, so we can say that they are proportion. How we can say that? How we said that they are equal? By writing the first one in the simplest form. What is the simplest form for the first one? It's 1 over 2. What is the simplest form of the second one? It's 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is equal to 1 over 2? Yes, so they are equal. And that is the first idea of our lesson today. We can find if they are equivalent ratios or not by simplifying the two ratios. So for the first one, determine whether each pair of the ratios are equivalent ratios. Write yes or no. Justify your answer. So for the first one, we have 2 over 3 and 16 over 24. Is 2 over 3 is the simplest form? Can you simplify 2 over 3 more?
Yes.
So 2 over 3 is the simplest form.
No, you can't.
So 2 over 3 is the simplest form. And 16 over 24. 16 over 24. Is this the simplest form? You can divide by 4, so it will be 4. You can divide it by 4, it will be 6. Is it the simplest form?
Simplify
No,
2
you divide
over
by
3.
8.
Still divided by 2, divided by 2 equals 3. So the simplest form now will be 2 over 3. They are equal.
They're equal.
So you can check. So you can check that they are equal or not equal by simplifying the two numbers. So for number 2, we need to solve by the same way. What is the simplest form of the 6 over? We will ask. If you know the answer, please raise your hand, because you can't control yourself. So we will move one by one. If you know the answer, Yusuf Al-Jabri. What is the simplest form here?
Yes.
Alaikum salam.
Simplest form, divide 6 by 2 and
So it
10
will
by
be?
2 also.
So it will be?
3 over 5.
And the second one, what
It's
is the
not
simplest
equal.
one? The second one is 2 over 5. They are.
Yes, this is the simplest form.
Yes. Okay, thanks.
Not equal.
So we need Abdullah Baroudi. Abdullah Baroudi.
Yes, mister.
Is the first one in the simplest form, or you can simplify it more? Alaikum salam.
It can be simplified, so 1 over 6.
It can be simplified, so it will be 1 over 6, and the second one will be?
5 divided by 5, 1,
equals
and
1.
30 divided by
so this will be the simplest form. Okay. So if you have any quantities are proportion, so the first one, we can say the first one are proportional or equivalent ratios. The second are not proportion or not equivalent ratios. Number 3 are proportional or equivalent ratios. So if they are equivalent ratios or proportional, so we can say that 2, 3, 16, and 24 are proportion quantities or are proportion numbers. Again, for this one, look at how I write this one. We said that 2 over 3, and 16 over 24 are equal. Is that right? They are equal, equivalent ratios. So we can say that 2, 3, number 1, I will start from left. 2, 3, 16, and 24 are equivalent ratio. Please, if you are doing anything, stop, close your mic.
Hassan. Hassan, close your mic.
If I remove, yeah, Hassan, if I remove you, you will complain again because I'm removing you. So we have 2 over 3, 16, and 24. So we can say that 2, 3, 16, and 24 are proportion. The two numbers which lies outside are called extremes. The two numbers which lies inside, how many numbers that we have? We have 4. 2 outside and 2 inside. The two numbers which lie in the middle are called means. The two numbers which lies outside are called extremes. So we have in means and extremes. The two numbers which lies at the middle are called means. The two numbers which lies outside are called extremes. If the two ratios are equivalent, so you will find that the means, the product of means equal the product of extremes. Again, for this one, if the two ratios are equivalent, then you will find that the product of means equal the product of extremes. So if you multiply 2 times 24, 2 times 24, you will find that the answer will be equals 3 times 16. Any problem for this one? Any problem for this one?
No. Mister, can you explain again? Can
you repeat what I'm saying? Again for this one. Again for this one. You know what is the difference between means and extremes?
No.
Extreme is the numbers from both sides, so the smallest and the largest.
No, who said that? I didn't say. Can you repeat? Can you repeat again, please? Please don't say what you want. Repeat what I'm saying only. I repeated 4 or 5 times, I think. I repeated 4 or 5 times. Huh. If you didn't say it, I will not explain it.
Okay. So what I understood, so mean is when you take the last number and the first number, and then you divide it by 2. So it should be equal to the extreme.
That's what I said?
No.
Yeah, I didn't ask anyone else. So you are not with us? So continue, no problem. I repeated 4 times. For me, wallah, I can't repeat it more. If you didn't understand anything, for me, I will repeat it. But just playing and do any other thing, for me, it will be hard. So for the second one, we need to use, yes.
Sorry, but I came late because I was... Yes, question.
Huh.
I used the other link, but turns out it was wrong, so I came late.
Which link?
So can you...
Which link?
The old link, the one we used to join from. But it said another meeting is in progress, and it was wrong.
So I sent the link to the group. There's only one link. I'm sending the link to the group.
No, but I used the old link that we had yesterday because I thought it was the same link.
No, it's...
But can you explain? Because I came late.
You came late? When you came late? At which part?
At the last question.
Just listen to this one and you will understand. Just listen. Because I'm solving. I didn't solve anything else. Just wait.
Okay.
Use a cross product to determine whether. What is the meaning of the cross product? Cross product, which is multiplying the means and multiplying the extremes. So, can anyone tell me the quantity, the order of the quantity that we have for this one? Muhammad Abu Ghandar. Muhammad Abu Ghandar. Muhammad Abu Ghandar.
Yes, mister.
What is the order for this one?
Yes, mister. The order.
Yes. How we can write the order to know the means and extremes?
Yes, so means are equal to extremes, so it would be 3.5 times 8.
My question is, give me the order. When I say, if you remember question number 1.
You're lagging.
Wallah, you are the only class who said that I'm lagging. Wallah, I'm teaching 7 classes. 7. You are the only class that you told me that I'm lagging.
Sir, we're not lying.
We're not
I know
lying,
that,
sir.
no, you are not lying. But
Yeah, we're not lying still.
No, he
maybe
said
we're
that
too
we're
many
the class
people.
who's telling him that he's lagging.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe we're too many people, that's why.
What do we do then?
In grade 4, more than 30.
Maybe in this time the server lags. We don't know. This happens every time. So
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
in our control.
We mostly have
Sir,
class
it's always
class
at this
period.
time that lags happen. Because everyone's
Yeah.
on right now.
Wallah, I don't
We
know
have class
where
at
the
this time
problem.
mostly.
Wallah, I don't know.
Maybe server.
I don't know.
Sir,
Type.
continue.
Type. Again, for this one, we have the quantity that we have. We have 2, 3.5, 8, and 14. To write the number in order, you have to start. That's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have to start by this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to write the number in order, so it will be 2, 3.5, 8, and 14. The two number which lies outside the two number which lies outside are called extremes. The two number which lies inside are called means. If the product of extremes equal the product of means, then they are proportion or equivalent fraction. If the product are not equal, so they are not equivalent ratios or not proportion. So at the first you will find 2 times 14, 2 times 14, and 8 times 3.5. They are equal or not equal?
Equal.
So the first one, what is the product of extremes? That's it, they are the extremes. The first one and the last one are called the extremes. So the product now will be 28. If you multiply 3.5 times 8 equals
28.
28. They are equal, so they are equivalent ratios. Or they are proportion. Again for number 6. Again for number 6. How we solve this one?
Solve it, mister.
Yes.
0.2 times 0.9
Equals?
So first we order each pair.
Without order, خلاص, without order. I just know what is the meaning of extremes, what is the meaning of means. 0.2 and 0.9 are means or extremes?
1.8.
Means or extremes?
extremes.
No, they're extremes.
Extremes. So the answer now will be 0.18.
0.18.
And 1 times 1.8
1.8.
equals?
So
1.8. So they are equal or not equal?
Not equivalent.
Not equal. So they are not proportion.
Not proportion. Okay.
That is the meaning of the product of means and the product of extremes. So Mustafa Tariq.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Solve with me this one.
Yes. 0.3 multiplied 2
Equals?
0.0.
They are, that's the extremes or the means?
This is the extremes.
Okay.
So, I got a question. Would it matter if you put the 0.0 after the 2?
Which one?
You know, for the extreme, yeah. Would it matter if you put the 0.0 after it? Because it's just 2.
2.0 is 2.
2.0 is 2.
Yeah. So do we have to put the 0.0?
No.
Or could we just put 2?
No, 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 2.
Yeah, okay.
Only 2. Okay.
0.3 multiply 2.0
So
and
equals
0.6.
0.6. And
1.5 multiply 0.5.
that they are means, so it will be? Use a calculator to multiply, no problem for using calculator. 5 times 15, 5 times 15 equals 75. The decimal point after one digit, this means the answer will be after 2 digits. 1, 2, then put the decimal point.
0.
So they are not equal.
Not equivalent.
Okay. So question
Miss,
number 7. Question number 7, Tijan, can you solve it?
Can I solve it?
Tijan, can you solve it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can
Okay.
solve.
If you know the answer, please. If you want to solve it, just raise your hand. I'm choosing from the participant that I have. Okay.
So extremes are 15 and 42.
Yes, their product will be
630.
630. Okay.
Then, so 35 times 36 is going to be 1,260.
1,200?
260.
Okay. So they are
not equal.
They are not equivalent. So if I simplify this one, it will be 3. Okay. So how we can solve the proportion? What is the meaning of solving proportion? Solving proportion is the same as solving equation. Solving proportion is the same as solving equation. I'm solving question number 8, then you can continue solving. Solving equations mean find the value of the variable, which makes the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side. The same as solving proportion. Solving proportion, find the value of the variable, which makes the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side, or makes the two ratios are equal. So we need to find x. Please listen carefully for this part. You will use cross multiplication. The number which is opposite to x. Now x is means or extremes. X is extremes. What is the other number for the extremes? Which is 5.
5.
So because now the x is extreme, so both the extremes together and the means together. The number which is opposite to the variable, which is 5, will be written down. The two numbers which are opposite to each other will be written up. So we have 10 times 3 divided by 5. What is the answer for this one?
6, I think.
6. We can find with another way. At the first, please listen for this one. I will start from the one that has a variable. We will find the relation 10 is equals 5 times. So x is equals 3 times 5 times what equals 10?
2.
5 times 2. So also we will multiply here by 2. That means x is equals 6.
6.
That's one of the other ways.
Oh, I get it.
You understand it?
Got it.
Yes,
The first one, there is 2 ways. I explain most of the time with many ways. So which one is easy for you? Solve with it.
The second one.
For me,
right?
solve, yes, the same answer. That's 6 and that's 6.
The first one.
Yeah, okay.
The first one or the second one? No, yes.
Can I cross multiply with the variable so it will become 5x is equal to 30?
That's one of the other ways. So it will be 5x is equal to 30. Then solve the equation divided by 5, then x equals 6. That's another way, solving equation. Another way.
We see. Okay, yeah.
Okay?
Can I solve the next one?
Okay, we need Faisal Khalid to solve with me. Faisal Khalid, okay. How we solve it?
8 equals
8 equals
4 multiply
40. That's 40.
Yeah, 40, sorry.
40 multiply or divide?
What?
40. To be 8, you have to multiply or divide?
Multiply.
So 40 times a number equals 8?
No, divide.
Divide. So divided by a number. So now we have R is equals 25 divided by the same number.
Wait, second.
40 divided by what equals 8?
Master resistance.
If you are not familiar with the timetable, so you can solve with the other way.
Can I say?
Just 1 minute. If you are not familiar with the multiplication, so you can solve with the other way, which is R equals. R equal, use cross multiplication.
8
Make a fraction.
multiplied by 25.
8 times 25 divided by?
Divided
40.
by 40.
So the answer now will be equals?
5.
By using calculator, you'll find that the answer will be equal 5. But for the other way, if you want, you are going from 40 to 8, you will divide by 5. So also divided by 5. So R equals 5.
5.
You find the same answer with the two ways. Abdullah Malik, can you solve with me the other one? Question number 10.
Which one?
Number 10.
Okay.
Just try to solve out.
So first you're gonna cross multiply 14 times 2.
Yes, 14 times 2. So I have to start here. What is the variable? What is the variable that I have here? Which is x minus 2 equals.
X minus 2.
Make the fraction bar. X minus 2 equals.
14 times 2.
14 times 2 divided by?
Divided by 7. 7.
Yes. So x minus 2 is equals.
So it'll be 28.
Yes.
28 divided by 7.
Equals?
Equals
20 divided by 7.
28 divided by 7. Wait.
4.
Decimal timetable. By the way, you have to know the timetable. Because some problems at the exam you will solve it without using calculator. For the SAT, equals 4.
I'm confused.
Now solve.
Okay. And then you have to take the 2. You have to take
the other
2
side.
to the
adding or subtracting? Plus 2.
Adding.
So x is equals?
6.
Okay. So who can solve with me question number 11?
Can I solve?
We need Farhan. Yeah, Farhan.
Can you hear me, mister?
Yes.
Okay. So, first you write the equations x plus 4 over 5 equal 3 over 8. So, there are two ways. First, you one of the ways 3 over 8 multiplied by 15, which will be 15 over 8.
Yes. So 3 times 5 over 8, which is 15
over
8. Can you solve this one without using calculator?
Okay.
Okay.
When x, then it will be x equal 15 over 8 minus.
So we'll subtract 4.
Yeah.
How you subtract that without using calculator?
You can change the 4 the whole number to fractions. So it'll be 32
yes,
over
4 over 1, because 4 it will be written as 4 over 1. Then make a common denominator. 1 will be 8 by multiplying by 8. So we'll multiply here by 8 and multiplying here by 8. So the new fraction will be 32 over 8. Please, I need you to solve. Some parts I'm asking you to solve without using calculator because you will need it for the SAT. There is one section without using calculator. You have to know how to solve adding, subtracting, fraction, multiplying, and dividing, even using long division, because we need this part, all of these parts. So 15 minus 32 equals?
Negative 17 over 8.
Negative 17 over 8. Any problem for this part? If you didn't understand, please inform me. If you didn't understand, just inform me. Any problem for this part? How to solve?
No, Mr.
Mia? Okay.
Yeah,
Type. We said the ratio is comparing between two quantities by division. The two quantities must have the same type and the same unit. What if they are different units? If they have different units, so we can say that's called rate. Like we compare between the distance and the time. The distance in kilometer and the time per hour. So we can say that how many kilometer per hour, like the speed, that's called rate. So we can say that the speed is rate of a change. So in solving rate, we will compare between the two quantities by division. So to find the unit rate, we have a new definition. It's called the unit rate. What is the meaning of the unit rate? That makes the denominator is equal to 0 because you compare between two quantities like 2 to 3. To find the unit rate, you have to make the denominator is equal to 0, it's equal to 1. That's meaning of unit rate. Unit rate, after dividing, making the denominator equals 1. That is the meaning of the unit rate. So we need to solve this question. In the past 2 years, we have 232 stores, and the remaining. And if the rate remain constant, we continue with the same rate. How many stores will be open in the next 3 years?
If I'd like to help you with this one. Can I do this one?
How you can solve it?
Can I do this one?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will write what you are telling me, so I will write whatever the answer is right or wrong. Okay?
So the first thing is find the unit rate. So we're going to take 232 stores and divide that by the 2 years.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and then the answer for that's going to be 116. So now we have to assume that's going to be constant. So we're going to
116 what? 116
times 3
stores per year.
Yeah.
So within 3 years, so it will be
160 times 2, which is going to be 348
unit rate. So after will be equals 116 times
3
equals,
which is 348
stores. Can we solve it another way? Your solution is right, 100% right. Can we solve it another way?
There's many ways you could solve it.
Okay, I need another way.
Well, this is the way I like to do it.
Yes, I didn't say your way is wrong.
I don't know any other way.
I didn't say your way is wrong.
Mr.
Your way is 100% right. Is 100% right. No, it's not wrong. I need another way. We need to think together. If there is any other way.
I have
a way.
I have a
what?
Way. Multiply 232 by 3, so like 232 times 3.
Why? Why? Give me the reason for that.
So first, like, I was thinking like you multiply
Ramiz, when he solve, just to say, I need to find how many stores per year to know how many stores would be in 3 years. Is that right? So, Ya Muhammad, Ya Walid, there is one is talking, Ya Muhammad. La ilaha illallah. Wallah, if you are talking with me and if anyone is talking, if you just want to interfere in the discussion, I will stop him. Farhan, continue. So when you say that I will multiply by 3, what is the logic for this one? I didn't say your answer is wrong or right. I didn't say that's right or wrong. I just want to discuss with you.
Yeah. So my logic was thinking if you multiply 232 times 3 and then divide by 2, you can get the rate. Sorry, how many stores you will get for the next 3 years. That was my logic.
Okay. So do you have any other? You just change the operation. So no problem. That will be okay. No problem. So do you have any other answer? Do you have any other answer? Muhammad Walid, what's your answer, Muhammad Walid?
Mister, I was thinking, he said 232 in 2 years. So I was thinking if we divided and added to 232, we would find the same answer.
That's one of the ways. That's right. You just need 1 year extra. 1 year extra. So you just subtract, divide it by 2 and add 1 way. But what if I say 5 years? You will take 2 years and add 1? There is one word here is called the rate remain constant. What is the rate now? How you find the rate? The rate is how many stores per year. Is that right? How many stores in each year? What is the meaning on that's constant? It means the number of stores done for the first 2 years is equal the number of stores, the ratio between the number of stores to the number of years will be still constant. So store 2 to year 2. Is that right? So how many stores? We have 232 stores in 2 years. It's still the same of number of stores in 3 years. You understand the idea for this one? Because it's constant rate, it's constant. The rate is constant. So the number of stores in 2 years will be the same as the number of stores will be in 3 years, the ratio between them or the rate between them. So just using cross multiplication, so we can say that S is equals 232 times 3 divided by 2. So the answer will be the same, 348 stores. Any problem for this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
So we need to find the exercise, this one. It takes 7 minutes for Isabella to walk around the gym track twice. 7 minutes to run around, to walk around the gym track twice. At this rate, how many times she walk around the track in half an hour?
Can I solve this one?
Okay, solve with me.
Okay. So it takes 7 minutes for Isabella to walk around the gym track twice. So you want to see how many times she can walk around the track in half an hour.
Okay.
So what you do is you take the
What are
minutes.
the two units that we have now? Because that's rate.
Sorry?
What is the unit that we use for this one? If you look at the question number 1, we compare between 2 different units. The first unit is the number of stores. The second unit is the number of years. We compare between 2 different units. Again, for the rate, we compare between 2 different units. So what are the 2 units that we have for this one?
Minutes.
Minutes.
And the gym track.
Okay, gym track.
Okay.
So
what we need
how
to
many
do
minutes
is
for the first one?
7 minutes.
7. It will be how many?
And the track twice.
Twice. It's 2. So
what we need to do is we need to figure out how many minutes per one track. So we divide that by 2.
Yes, that's one. Yes.
So we divide 7 by 2, which is going to be 3.5.
So you choose the first way. The first way that Rami solved it. So 7 divided by 2, which equals 3.5.
Now there's 30
minutes. He needs 3.5 minutes to finish one track.
Per track. Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's 30 minutes in a half an hour. So you just multiply 3.5 by 30.
3.5 times 30. It will be?
Which will be
105.
105.
Are you sure? 105, yes. 105 what?
105 minutes per
105
times
100. Wait, what?
105 rounds in 30 minutes.
Yes, 105 rounds.
Okay.
How?
I was just writing. I didn't say it's right or wrong. Whatever the answer that you will tell me, I didn't say it's right or wrong. I accept all answers.
Okay.
Even if the answer is wrong, 100% wrong, I will accept it. The 100% right, I will accept it. خلاص? But I will not say that's right for a wrong answer. So, what do you think about the logic? So, if I need 7 minutes to cover 2 rounds, I will cover 2 rounds in 7 minutes. If I have 30 minutes, I will cover 105. We can calculate with another way. 7 minutes, I will move with you. 7 minutes, I will cover 2 rounds. 14 minutes, how many rounds I will cover?
4.
4. Again, I will add 2. I will add here 7, and I will add here 2. You understand it? Because in each 7 minutes, I will cover 2.
Yes, Master.
So 21 minutes, I will cover
6.
28 minutes, I will cover
8.
So how come in 30 minutes it will be 105?
Oh.
You think that's logic? So what is the mistake? We can find with another way. We can find with another way. Do you have another way?
So we do the second way that we did on the first.
Okay, so the second way, we compare between the minutes to walking around the track. In 7 minutes, we go twice. So how many units, how many rounds that we need in 30 minutes? You understand now? So we can use cross multiplication now. You understand this way? Yeah. I just defined the two units that we are comparing. In this one, we compare between, for this one, for number 12, we compare between the number of stores and the number of years. We have 232 stores in 2 years. So how many stores in 3 years? We just use cross multiplication. So to find how many stores it will be, the two numbers which are opposite to each other will be written up, and the number which is opposite to the variable will be written down. So by multiplying, you will find 248. That's also will be the same. The number now, we need to find how many tracks, which is x equals.
Your voice is lagging.
Okay, can you see the screen? 2 times 30 divided by 7.
30 over 7.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So it will be?
60 over 7.
60 over 7, which equals? If you convert to be decimal,
8.57.
If you convert
84 over 7.
Yes, so it will be, if you convert to be decimal, it will be rounded decimal, infinite decimal. It will be not the accurate answer. So just convert to be a mixed number. So it will be 8 and 4 over 7. Can you convert to a mixed number or not? Can you convert to mixed number or don't know how to convert between them?
We know.
We know.
Okay. So now we can move to the skill model. What is the meaning of the skill model? The skill model, if you just open any map, you will find that under the map, there is a number here. You will find that for each 1 centimeter on the map, it's represent 1 mile in real, or 1 kilometer in real, or 2 kilometer in real. That's defined by the skill model. So what is the meaning of the skill model? The skill model is the ratio between the length in row to the length in real. The skill model is the ratio between length in row to the length on real. You will find, you understand what is the difference between them? Length in row to the length in real. If you look at your picture and yourself, you will find that there is a big gap between them. So there is a ratio between them. You are similar, but not the same size, different size. That's defined by the skill model. We enlarge or reduce the figure. You understand? So which one will be at the first? The drawing one, the image. Which one will be the second type of the ratio? The real distance, the real figure, the real length of the figure. The first one is the image. The second one will be the real. That's defined by the skill model. Any problem for this one? Any problem for this one? What is the meaning, again, what is the meaning of the skill model? The ratio between
the drawing and the
reality. So if the drawing is smaller than the reality, it's mean we enlarge or reduce the figure.
We reduce the figure.
We reduce. For the map, you can draw, if you want to draw Saudi Arabia and on the map, you know the space for the area of the Saudi Arabia. So just choose, you can draw it in a picture like 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So how you can that? You reduce the size. You reduce the size. So you will find that the drawing scale here will be 1 to 10 kilometer. 1 centimeter. For each 1 centimeter on the paper, it's representing kilometer on the reality. But if you want for the small insect, and you want to see under the microscope, so what you will find? You will find that it will be enlarged. The image will be greater than the drawing, or the image will be greater than the real item or the real object that we need to find. It means we enlarge the figure. So if the draw is greater than the real, it means we enlarge. If the draw is smaller than the real, we reduce, make reduction.
So our factor is size.
You understand? You understand this point? Okay.
Yes.
So now we have here, for the first one, it's about 1 and 1.8 inches long on the map. For each 1 and 1/8 inches in the map, the distance now is about 1 and 1/8. For each, if the scale is, for each 3 inches on the map, it's represent 10 miles on reality. What is the actual length on the trail, of the trail? Now the length of the trail is about 1 and 1/8 inch. 1 and 1/8 inch. If the drawing scale on the map, for each 3 inches on the map, it's represent 10 miles. So what is the length of the trail? How we can solve this one? We compare now between two different lengths. What is the first length that we have? What is the first unit of the length that we have?
Inches.
Inches. So the first one is inch. The second one is miles. So what is the drawing scale? The drawing scale for this one? What is the drawing scale?
3 inches is 10 miles.
For each 3 inches, it represents 10 miles. So what is the length that we have? We have the drawing one, which is 1 and 1/8. We need to find the real, the actual length. So this one will be the x. So by using cross multiplication, the main point that you find, the two units that you compare between them, then write under each one the relation. You understand it? So how many miles that we need, it will be, or the variable that we need, or the actual length that we need to find will be? What is the relation? Huh?
So
10 times
10 times 1 and 1/8 divided by
over 3.
3. So it will be? Use a calculator for this one.
11.25.
11.25. That's after rounding or the exact value?
No, exact.
Exact, so it would be 11.25 miles. Any problem for this one?
No.
Mister, I didn't divide it, just the top. No, I didn't divide it.
It's 4 or 5.
I didn't divide it, just the top. 10 times 1 and 1/8.
That's easy. It's 10.
So divided by 8. So it will be?
It's easy. It will be 11. It will be 11 and wait, 10.
It will become 3.75. 3 and 3/4.
3.75 miles. Any problem for this one? Just by using calculators, you can solve it. Again, for this one, on the map of airplane, the scale is for each 5 centimeter, we have 2 meter. Again, for this one, what is the scale?
2 meters.
What are the 2 units that we have? Centimeter?
Centimeters and meters.
For each 5 centimeter, it's represent on real?
2 meters.
You say that the drawing scale is the ratio between the length and draw. The first one will be the draw. The second one will be the real distance. This part is important. You will find one question. If you find one question, you'll find this one for the ICT by this way. For centimeter, it will be 28.5. And how many meter? We need the actual length for this one. So how we can find it? The variable 28.5 times 28.5 divided by
5.
5. So the answer now will be
11.4.
It will be 11.4.
11.4 what? 11.4 what is the unit?
Meters.
Meter, because the variable that we need to find under the meter.
Yeah.
Is it clear? Any problem for this one? This lesson is very important. This lesson is very important.
No problem.
This one is very important. Allahumma ballagh, Allahumma fashhad. Any problem for this one?
Mister,
Mister.
do we have a quiz or something?
One question. There is a quiz next week, inshallah.
Okay.
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 What are the chapters?
Until we finish. For each quiz, until we finish. Until the last lesson.
Okay.
Okay. From the beginning, we just
If
focus
there's any
on
homework,
Yes, that's the homework. I will send it now. Just 1 minute. I will send it to the group.
Yeah.
Or you can solve the homework. I will send the link now. There is another link. I will send it to the group now. Just 1 minute. I'm sending the link. Any problem?
I can just. It's the same homework.
I will send
another one.
Another one. I will send. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Ratio and proportion.
Mister, do we solve this one in front of us in the screen?
No.
Yeah.
Sabria, just 1 minute. I said just 1 minute, wallahi.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. Copy link address. That's grade 9. Homework. 29/9/2020. That's math. And you receive?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. You need me to send it to the other group, or this one is enough?
This one is enough.
All of you, all of the class in this class, in this group.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we send it to you after class?
Sorry?
We send it to you after
Just
class?
go, just open anything. No, after the class. Just open, and you will just when you submit, you will find your answer. Yeah, that is
the homework.
Yes, I send it to the group.